So hey guys, I haven't done a video in I done one not long ago, but nothing like apart from a let's play. So on this video I'll be showing you like basically what is Minecraft. So most of you will probably know this, but this is kind of a I don't know whether to buy it or not kind of guide. So when you buy Minecraft, you will from Minecraft.net you need to set up an account, which is quite easy. Just put in your username and password and email and stuff, and then you need to get credit card to pay however much, I don't know really how much it is. So then you open up Minecraft, download it onto your desktop, and then you can play it. Type in your username, password, and it should come up with this screen. You have to have internet to enable the multiplayer option, but you don't have to play because you don't have to play be online. So this is the main screen that you have here. This might be updated in 1.8 if you're watching this in a couple of days time. So you've got your basic options. We won't go into that. You can adjust this stuff. I'll go into that in the game because that's mostly like it's hard to get it just right here. It needs to be kind of in the game when you do this. Mods and texture packs. You need to download texture packs, and yes, I do have the extra texture pack, but it is crap. So I like using the default pack. So I might put a video up on how to download that. I'm not going to go into multiplayer, but if you click on multiplayer, you have to type in an IP. Players will give away IPs to go into their server, so you can play with other players. Now, I might do a video like kind of play, because I might be doing a dual com with someone, but I'm not quite sure. So I'm not going to give away my IP because it's there. And single player, which will be probably what you're playing on most. So I'm going to click on that, and here this will be blank. I'm going to do a redstone tutorial at one point. This is just my testing, and this is where I create a load of crap, to be honest. So what you want to do is hit create new world. Now you want to type in any world, type in whatever you want to call it, and a seed. Now you can get these off the internet if you want to have a specified seed, so I'm just going to type in something random. So if you like the seed for this world, and this is the world that you want to start off with, here's a seed. Pause the video right now if you want to see that seed. So yeah, you then just hit create new world. Now this, because I'm recording, takes a little longer to load up than it would with you, because I'm recording. Camtasia is not the fastest, and my internet is not the fastest. I've only got a 4 GB RAM, so it's not the fastest. So it will generate chunks, and it will generate this random world. So here you've got your random world. Now if you press I, it will come up with your inventory. Forget that. It will come up with your inventory, and you've got your main inventory, and along the bottom here you have your hotbar, which means that you can access your items easily here. So you can right click and it will place it down. Instead, this is your like backpack kind of thing, and this player here will be default, which you'll see when you download Minecraft. You can download skins, but skins doesn't really matter, so it's not. I think in default the key for the inventory is E, and to move around it's the up, down, left and right keys, but I moved it to AWS and D because it's easier if you're right-handed. So here's this is to exit the game, and this is go on options, change all this stuff. So the sound is obviously the clicking noise and stuff that you can hear. Controls, this is where you change all your controls. These are probably this isn't, because I've got this fog button will probably be F, but the rest is probably default because I like it default. This will be peaceful. For your first night I might do a video on that, but this will be peaceful. That means that no monsters will come out. You can change this from peaceful, easy, normal and hard. This, I have no idea what that means. Sensitivity is the character, how it moves around. And this is probably, I'm going to change that to short. I need to upgrade my RAM on this. This is a new feature, so the performance that you want it. Fast is the best graphics. I'd say you do get fancy, but I don't find it as good. Smooth lighting is not that good, I don't think, and I don't know what this is, but yeah. So click done there. That's pretty much everything. I'm gonna change it to normal because I'm cool. So then you've got your achievements. So you've got all this stuff, just all this. This is achievements you can go through. So you have to create a crafting table, which will then you have to create certain items to get achievements, and achievements do absolutely nothing, I don't think. So you can complete them for if you want to do something else. So to get this menu up, you press escape, which is default. Statistics, this is just how much you've played and stuff. Times played 9, worlds played 1. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but yeah, whatever. Minutes played 4 hours. I can click all this stuff. Yeah, I really don't know what all this is. Stuff like that. So anyway, that's that. So you just go back to game, and then you move around and you jump with a space bar. This is quite a good world. If I just, oh no, it's M. This bit over here might lag out, and let's try playing it on normal for a while. So to break one of these blocks, because this is quite a blocky world. Now I'm just changing it to short. Now I encourage you to watch this video if you're still watching, because if you don't know what it is, the graphics are not the best, but you will soon find out that that's what basically makes Minecraft. So you hold down left click to break this block, and it goes into this kind of form here, and that's a block that you can pick up. Now you use your scroll wheel, or you can press the top numbers, and it will give you this block. Now this block's changed into dirt, but this is grass. It's just how that works, but half the other blocks don't do that. To place it back down, you right click, and that will put the, now you can't just keep hitting it, you have to hold it down to break the block. So walk over and take that block. So take a couple of these blocks. Now using your hand or a dirt block isn't going to be very fast, so creating a shovel will be easier. So to start off the game, what you really need to do is find some trees. So I'm going to go and find some trees. This is quite a good world actually. So I'm just going to try and jump off here. So these sheep, I'm just going to collect their wool, because you need that to sleep, and a bed to pass nighttime, because nighttime creatures come out. Now these are these are like hostile creatures. No, not hostile. They're like creatures that won't attack you. So they're basically animals, but like mobs will come out and they'll attack you when even if you don't hit them, they'll still attack you. And then 1.8 there will be Endermen, which all look quite scary. So yeah. So I just picked up that block of wool. I'm going to go over here and try and find some trees. Trees is basically one of the top priorities that you have to do to survive in Minecraft. So I'm going to dig this sand block. You get like a ton of different types of blocks. So you won't get this, but I'm just going to go ahead and fly up here because, you know, this is just a tutorial video. Remember, you won't get this in the actual Minecraft world, so you have to download all these mods. So here's a tree over here, so I'm going to go over here, and on peaceful, if you jump off of something that's quite high and you see you lose, I lost 2.5 hearts. so you will regain them if you play on peaceful. I would recommend on your first game playing on peaceful, but I'm playing on normal, so my health does not regenerate, well, come back, whatever. So these raw resources, this wooden logs, you can't really do much with them. So I'm going to cut down this tree because nobody likes floating trees. I'm just going to come over to a space here. Now I'm going to cut down one more tree. So there's three main biomes: snowy, grass, which is what we're on, and there goes a desert or sandy biome. And you'll only find trees in the grassy biome, and cactus or cacti, I'm not actually quite sure what they're called, in the desert biome. And in snow you can find obviously snow, but like if you use a shovel you can pick up the snow and turn it into snowballs and throw at things, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to collect this tree. Now one just dropped. This is called a sapling, which is basically a mini tree. If you go ahead and plant that, say over here, it will grow into another tree. So you can basically never run out of trees if you gather enough of them saplings. So you press your I button, or E, whatever you want to set it as, to open your inventory. Now you've got a 2x2 crafting box here. Also, this is your this is for armor, so helmet, chest, legs, and feet. And then you get different types. I'll move on to that soon. So if I take this block out and I right click, it will drop one in. It will drop one in each, so like that. And then I just need to go on top, and if I press that there, right click, it will half the stack as best as it can. So as soon as that's an odd number, it doesn't half. So each one of these logs will turn into planks, and planks are the most useful thing. Now you left click to gather these up, and then these can be now turned into sticks. So you have the set. Take a couple of sticks, that should be enough, and put them back. Now you can also, if you click on it and shift then click on it, it will put it into your inventory from now on, so that's pretty cool. Now you don't really want just sticks and stuff lying around in your hotbar, because you need that for other things. So I'm just going to put the wool and sand up here, and the dirt could be useful for just like putting down as a waste block for climbing stuff. So now that we've got our sticks and wooden planks, we're now going to create a crafting table, which is made like that. So I'm going to take one crafting table, put it into my hotbar, scroll along to it and place it down. Now if we right click on this one, it's going to bring up an even bigger 3x3 crafting. So now from here we can create a chest like this. If you go on the internet, you can find most of these crafting recipes. So this creates a chest, so we'll take the chest and place it down there. Now this also acts like that, so you place it down and you have even more, but this is something that you put in your house just to put a load of stuff in. So now what we're going to do is place a stick there, a stick there. I'm just going to place them like that, and use this block here. This is the handle basically, so you craft the shape of it. So I'm going to create, that's a pick. I'm going to take my pick, put it into my hotbar. Now people like rearrange their tools at the front, which I like to do, and a shovel. You can also get an axe, a hoe, and a sword. So we're not really going to need a sword yet, so I'm going to create the two tools that we'll need. I'm also going to create an axe, which basically these tools, so the pick mines stone and like rocky resources. The shovel mines digs up the grass and dirt and sand and gravel and stuff like that, and this just cuts down trees or wood and stuff like that. So there goes a cactus or cacti, and there's some pigs walking around, and what's its face, a cow. So I'm quite bad at leaving stuff behind, like I just left. Oh really? Oh right, okay, this wouldn't come up normally. Don't know why this is coming up, but yeah, this is just going to come up for some really weird reason. So that, and to stop this problem, well, you won't have a problem with this, but I'm just going to dig under. Now this is much faster than using your hand, so I'm just going to create a stairway to stone. So this is stone. When you mine this, it's going to create cobblestone, which you need to put back in the furnace to make stone. Well, you don't need to, but to create tools you only need cobblestone. So I'm going to mine some of this up because it's being retarded with the trees because I've installed a mod. So just going to take a good amount of stone. Now if you notice at the bottom of my tool, down in my hotbar, there's a green bar. That will go from like yellow to orange and then to red. That's its health. Now if you get, say, a stone tool, it will last a little bit longer and mine a little bit faster. Now the couple of different like stages of ore that you can get. First, wood, which is the worst. You can also get stone, which I'm about to create. Then iron, then diamond. Now diamond is very rare, so I wouldn't waste it all. So what we're gonna do is turn this the same stage. Maybe we shouldn't have made all these tools out of so that and that, which is gonna give us some of these. So we're going to create a spade also, so like that, and these are going to mine a little faster. So yeah, so I'm going to build just a small shelter, a tiny shelter. I'm going to go and kill these sheep to get their wool also, so I can create a bed. This isn't really a crafting video to show you how to craft stuff, but I'm going to show you some of the basic things. Now to get more wool out with these sheep, you need to create shears, and over there, as you can see, is a creeper. Now that explodes, like so, and that will kill you in about 2, maybe on hard, I'm not sure what it will kill you in. You also get skeletons and zombies. Now skeletons are really hard to kill because they shoot arrows at you, and that sucks. So yeah, so just gonna create a small house. So that didn't, there goes a zombie. So we're gonna hit him with a shovel, and he will drop feathers hopefully. Now mobs that drop different sort of stuff, and this, see there goes a feather, and feathers make arrows. So I'm just going to turn all this stuff into, not that, into wooden planks, and use them basically as a waste block. But don't go making like stuff like that. Oh, why am I, what, I don't even know what I'm doing now. So your character is 2 blocks high, so you're obviously going to want to make a shelter that's more than 2 blocks high. Now this is quite a waste of wood, but yeah. So just going to place this down. I'm going to cover this over. Now I'm just going to quickly mod for this because this is coal, and you'll see that in the ground, so it's like stone with thingy over it with black pieces of. So I'm just going to give myself a couple bits of this, but you really should go and get it. It's just underground somewhere. So I'm going to put this on top. You can do this in your inventory. and take a couple of torches, and torches will light up the room, which is very useful. Just going to put a couple down. There goes a skeleton, which is quite dangerous. So I'm going to take my torch and use these as waste blocks. Didn't mean to do that. I'll just craft from back here. So a bed is 3 blocks of wool on top and 3 blocks of planks on the bottom, which creates a bed. Now you put a bed up like that, and I'm going to attempt to sleep, and hopefully nothing comes in and interrupts me in the night. Oh, now it's day. As you can see, all these things are burning, because they're exposed to the daylight, so they'll only spawn at night or in dark places. So I'm going to try and there we go. So this is our shelter that we're going to just keep, because yeah. So I'm just going to put that over there and create, I need to see, right, we've got enough wooden planks I think, just, so we're going to create a door, which I'm going to place out, and hopefully we don't get like attacked by something. So put that like that, and that's our secure basically. So now what we're going to do, go outside. And there goes a spider. Now spiders should be friendly, and yeah, they should be friendly. So the spider, sorry, because someone just come in, this will be friendly in the daytime, but not so friendly at night, and it can also climb walls. So yeah, so that's a basic introduction to Minecraft. This will be the end of part 1. I'll also do part 2. So thanks for watching. I would appreciate a like, because that helps me out a lot, and I'm going to try and get quite a lot, well, not quite a lot, because I don't want to be like not ungrateful or anything, but like I want to make an audience, and if you could help me out with that, that would be good. There'll be lots more videos to come, so subscribe. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys.